So one thing I want to talk about money management because that is what is killing a lot of persons in the market. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah. Okay, good morning all. But while we still wait for others to join, let's just start up. So like I was saying, this is like a $4,000 account, and all the trades were 0.02, 0.03, maximum was 0.04. Okay, and you can see almost all the trades were won. Yeah, and each day I don't over trade. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like a 1 month each trade per se, last month on that review. So you can see there was a withdrawal. So it's not as if it's a demo account. Closed profits. Okay, we have a deposit or with slash withdrawal minus $700. Now, let's assume as a Nigerian, you're earning $700 a month. You know what that means? That's like 350,000. All right.
No, it's more than that.
Okay, it's seven. Okay, it's 409, almost 500K actually. Yes. Yeah, almost 500K. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. 500K.
Our dollar. You know what? Dollar.
So it's almost 500K. Reasonably, it's not bad. Okay, so this is close to. It's not as if I withdrew all my profits. No, I didn't. All right. And I just have one trade running actually, Euro GBP. I didn't put stop loss. Okay, so you can see that from the algo, my gross profit was $2,000. I lost $798. So losses are part of the game. My net profit for last month was $1,200, which is over $1 million already.
Yes.
Okay. So here, 700 plus, like, okay, it's not up to $1 million, but grossly $1 million. Right. So profit factor expected. Absolute drawdown most of the time was just $96. Maximum drawdown was like $500, about 14%. That thing happened on Wednesday when my analysis was wrong. So relative drawdown overall too was still $500. Okay, but I had a total trade of 227. Overall profitable trades were just 94%, and losing trades was 5%. Now that is the catch here. Now it's not easy to be 94% accurate in the market. Okay, so largest profit was $55, and this was largest loss. I won 84 trades straight up, that about $562. Then lost about $555 and 6 trades. Sometimes I take some losses. It's very important. No matter how accurate you are, learn when to take losses. So I had 31. So for every 31 trade I win, I lose 2, which is not bad. Right. So it's not bad at all. So today we'll be taking a look at a few pairs, very, very few pairs. Okay. So like I always say, I start with the economic calendar before I go to the charts. So
sorry, sir. I thought you wanted to talk about money management first.
Yes, the money management is simple. For what I'm trying to do is, for every $1,000, you're supposed to be trading 0.01. That is how you are able to mitigate losses. What I always say is, there's a lot of money in the market currently, all right? Especially if you are trading pairs like gold. If you have $1,000, even on EU, if you have $1,000, trade 0.01. Simple. Just trade 0.01 and you'll be perfectly fine. Nothing will happen to your account. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing of any sort.
The question now, if I should think like a novice, if we are to trade 0.01 per 1K account, now how many positions are we to enter, and how do you calculate the stop loss and the take profit in a way that it will?
Okay, I just opened a notepad before we just go for the analysis for the day. My formula for my risk management is risk amount over it's risk amount over stop loss in points. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Stop loss in point. That's going to give me my lot size. All right, that is the normal formula. All right, so let's say why I'm saying 0.01 for every $1,000 account, automatically your risk is already mitigated. But let's say you want to okay, fine, you want to take risk. Now this is Euro USD chart. Let's go to H1, sorry. I want to place a buy stop because I want the news to come out before I take any decision. Let's say my buy stop is around 1.0081 or 1.0805. That's my entry.
Okay.
All right. My stop loss should be at least below 1.075. That is like 50 pips.
Okay.
That's like 50 pips. Meaning my take profit should be what? 100 pips.
100
Which is
pips.
1.0905. That's 100 pips.
Okay.
1:2. So I'm taking 50. Now I can also choose to take 30 pips stop loss, which will just be 1.077, which is safer. Now after determining my stop loss, it is the stop loss I will use to calculate my lot size.
Yeah.
So let's say I want to risk, I have a $1,000 account. I want to risk just 1%. So how it goes is my 1% risk will now be 1% of $1,000 is how much? Is what? $10. All right. So it's going to give us 10 divided by, my stop loss is what? 50. So in points, it just be times 10. So it's actually stop loss times 10. So it's 50 times 10 will give us what? 500. All right. So if you do that division, you can just use your calculator. All right. If you're not too good with maths like me. So you just do what? 10 divided by what? 500. We'll be having 0.02. Now, can you see it's still close to the recommended lot size I'm saying for a $1,000 account is 0.02. Meaning, if you lose, you're going to lose only $10. And if you win, you're going to make $20. Now, if you lose $10 as a Nigerian, it's not a big deal. At least you will not go and kill yourself, isn't it?
Yes.
Are you getting a picture now? So, but let's say you now, because you think you are so sure Euro USD is going to buy, then you now just go and use one lot size. It means you are risking $500 to make 1,000. Fine, if you are correct, you double the account. You'll be feeling like $100. Fine, use $1,000 to make 2,000. You'll be feeling. But if the trade goes wrong, if the market just chooses, because fundamental news are coming out later today, that will determine the direction of the market. Okay, so once this news now goes against us, trust me, it's not going to be funny. You will lose $500, which is 50% of your account. You want to recover before you know, boom, you've blown you'll be angry. Yes, you'll be angry, you lost $500. You want to recover your money and you end up losing everything. So that's why it's important. So somehow, what may I do sometimes, which is actually not to advise, is okay, fine. I know the market will have to retrace. I can start with 0.01 because I'm going against the trend. So I even reduce my risk again when I'm going against the trend. So for me, the market is a downtrend. For you, all the dollar pairs. Okay, dollar is strong. So I'll reduce my risk against the trend. Let the market retrace to the level I want. And okay, this was our analysis on Thursday, still on the chart here. All right, but this time around now, I'll go to H1. I want the market to retrace to at least 1.09 or 1.092. If I see a good reversal pattern there, I can actually I can actually start to sell again. So I want to retrace, but the market is ranging now because the news are not out. All right, the news are not yet out. The news are not yet out. So I want a retracement before I continue the downtrend. The market cannot just start selling from here like that. All right. Although they might want to just push it down a little, clear some people's stop loss before they buy it. It's called stop loss hunt. All right. It's stop loss hunt. So, like I was saying, let's go straight for. Okay. Any other question on money management? Just a quick one. Any other question on money management? Okay. So we're fine with that. So let's go for the fundamentals for the day. So we have a few fundamentals. I'm focusing only on 3. The first one is on Euro. All right, this is February. Okay, let me refresh my page. Yeah, because today is February the 6th. Okay, so today's fundamentals are different. So we have a few fundamentals here. Now, there's already a news on AUD, making AUD so weak. So in the first place, AUD USD might actually not retrace very well because AUD is weak. So you see why the fundamentals are important. So if you go to AUD USD chart, it's been ranging. So it's not going to be a powerful retracement because AUD is still weak. So you pick, it's like you're doing individual analysis on each of the pairs. So I might want to avoid AUD pairs because I want AUD to buy, but it's showing me it's a sell because of the because of the news, the retail sales that came out negative -3.5% on the AUD pair earlier today. All right, yes, here that's around 130. Retail sales month over month was previous was 1.7, focus was -6, but it came out way below was than expected, -3.3 base, -3.9%. Okay, way far off. So the next fundamental news, impact news, is in around for Euro, retail sales too on Euro, month over month and year over year. Previous was 0.8 for the month over month, and they're forecasting a fall. All right, now the forecast is for Euro to sell. So if the news comes out as forecasted, it means Euro is weak. Then the same thing, if both of them comes out negative, it means Euro will be very weak today. Okay, and we have also 2 important news on the pound. We have their construction PMIs coming out by 10:30, but I think the Bank of Bank of England too, the governor will also be speaking. Right, the governor will be speaking around 9:40. Yes, around 9:40. I am correct. All right, so here the medium impact news is just in 1 hour 7. So we'll be listening to what the bank governor is speaking, if he's going to sound uppish or bullish. After listening to him, we'll still have to wait for the construction PMI. Like I always say for PMIs, previous was 8.8. They're forecasting a fall, but me, I think it's going to strengthen. But for it to be strengthening, somehow it has to come above the forecast and possibly above the previous data, which is 48. So I want to see the PMI going up to like 50. That will give pound the needed strength to buy. All right, there's not much news on dollar today, so we might now be looking at pairs that are weak to now buy against the pound. All right, so pound might now, if pound strengthens, we'll now be looking at a chart for pounds, the pairs that are going to be strong. Then another news that will now move again, I think that will move the market, is the Canadian dollar. Is coming out by 4 p.m. Nigerian time. Okay, so we have the forecasting to go up. So we have 3 pairs: Euro, the pound, and CAD. For now, there's no major news on dollar today. So for me, the dollar will have to take a breather. So for me, the dollar is weak until tomorrow, where the chairman will be speaking, Powell, on the monetary policies. So let's not worry ourselves about tomorrow. So let's go back to the chart. Now, looking at the chart, the first pair I'll be watching out for is the Euro GBP. Why? Because we still fine. We have a break of a channel here. Okay, we have a break of a channel here, but if you look carefully, let me see if I can use H12 charts. Okay, this is D1 chart. For me, it is retesting another block here around 0.8. Okay, this is around 0.8, 0.8978. For me, it's approaching a very key support zone, which is that key support zone is at since it has broken our channel. The worst it can do is to get to 0.9. So it's already getting to a very key resistance that I want to sell from. So depending on the outcome of the news, it can get to 0.9 and start selling, or even start selling from here. So if at all pound comes out positive and the euro retail sales comes out negative, so I'm waiting for those two news. First of all, euro has to come out negative, then the pound has to come out positive. All right, for the PMI for the pound and the euro retail sales. So if it comes out here, I want to sell all the way down to 0.88. My stop loss will be around just 10 pips above 0.9, which is like 0.901. Maybe I can make it 15 pips. My stop loss will now be 0.9015. That will be my outlook for the euro pound. All right, another good pair to now look out for is, in this case, if euro now chooses to come out positive. All right, if euro chooses to come out positive and CAD now weakens, all right, I will now be looking to buy euro CAD instead. And if CAD also weakens and pounds gain strength, I'll be looking to buy the GDP pound instead. And if also the pound strengthens, because one of the most sold pair for last week was the GDP USD. So I think it's actually oversold, breaking a lot of structures down the way, like 3 major structures. So for me, technically, I want to see a retracement. So if the pound strengthens and euro weakens, my two best trade for the day will be Euro GBP sell and GU buy for a retracement. That is what I'll pick. At least I want it to retrace. This was our analysis on Thursday. The market actually pulled through all the way down. My TP was 1.21 and it broke it. All right. So I want to see a retracement back to this zone, 1.227. Fine. Nothing stops it from coming all the way up to. This would be a better position to sell from 1.237. So those are my two pairs. Monday markets are always very choppy. So like I always say, there's no need to actually take risk. So before I take any decision, I am waiting for the news outcome on pound and on euro, because those are the first one that will come out. Depending on what the news outcomes will be, that is when I will now take my position. For now, I am staying on the sidelines. All right, I'm staying on the sidelines. You see, not being in a position is also good. Your money is there waiting for you. Your money is there waiting for you. So you're not taking any risk at all. Are we getting the picture now? We're not taking any kind of risk. So that is my outlook for the day. I'm picking just two pairs, anticipating to pair Euro GBP sell and GU buy. But I will have to wait for the confirmation for the news. So any question, or any other pair you want us to look at, any other pair that you want us to look at. Okay, just a quick one. I recall I mentioned gold earlier around 1 p.m. 1:30 a.m. this morning that okay, there's going to be a retracement on gold based on the fundamentals we're saying. Okay, so it's like it's already started the retracement, looking at it from M15 from that time, but it has gone back in a range. So if you're in profits, please, you can trail. So 1874 in case the market wants to retrace, or 1875, just put your stop loss, a very tight trailed stop loss. All right. So any question so far? Any question? Or any other pair you want us to just unmute yourself and ask your question? Any other pair you want us to take a look at?
I'm seeing there's a high impact news on AUD. Is there any reason why we're avoiding it?
Because the high impact news on AUD actually came out negative. Personally, I want it to come out positive. Do you understand? So, but it ended up coming out negative. So I would have been buying AUD USD by now, but it came out negative. The retail sales on AUD, that was around 130 Nigerian time. Okay, the high impact news there, yes, 130 Nigerian time. Retail sales month over month came out minus 3.7. So AUD is what, weak. So instead, what I would do is, since AUD is already weak, if the high impact news comes out for the pound, I'll be looking to buy GDP AUD instead.
Okay.
I actually don't love trading crosses, okay, but the market is very choppy right now. But if dollar comes out positive, another good pair to now buy is AUD, GDP AUD, based on this chart. And technically, this is also a good buy. All right, so we'll just wait for the news. And remember, this is a very good regular divergence here. And so it's a good buy. Your stop loss will just be below the last low, 1.72.
Okay.
All right, or 1.72, maybe, or just give 1 pips below by that key zone. The key zone 1.72. You can pick your stop loss around 1.719. So if the news comes out, let's say you're taking instant execution from here, it means your stop loss is almost huge. The stop loss is actually very huge. Let's say 1.72. That is like 180 pips. All right, at least you'll be taking up to like 1.78 as your take profit. Okay, at least 1:2. So it's now, you see, the formula now changes. Your stop loss is around 200 pips. So let's say we're taking 1.719 as our stop loss. It means our stop loss is what, 200 pips. It means you'll be calculating your risk by 200 pips. So let's say you have a $10,000 account. You want to risk 1%. 10,000. 1% of 10,000 is what, $100. This time around, your stop loss is what, 200 pips, which is 2,000 points. So your division will be taking a calculator. It will be 100 divided by 2,000. It means on a $10,000 account, sir, you can only trade 0.05. If you want to take this trade under normal money management trade. So if the trade goes south, you are losing only $100. You get the picture now. Under your 10K account, if the trade goes right, you now make $200, which is also not a bad deal. You get the picture now. So you know your stop loss is 1.719. Your take profit is what, 1.78 for GDP AUD. You get, so Mondays are actually good times to trade crosses when the dollar seems to be ranging. You can see our DXY is practically ranging on M15. No clear direction. No clear direction. So there have to be a breakout first from this range before, and because there is no, so you have to begin to understand that your technicals is being driven by fundamentals. No news, no movement. Power is going to be speaking today. So tomorrow is a better day to trade the dollar pair instead. Right. Any other question? Okay, in ourselves, have any other question? China, you don't have any question? Joseph? No question. Mr. David? No question.
I have question because I just got in now. I missed this starting of the call.
Okay, the call is actually recorded. So
yeah,
I will drop
it.
All right.
But what I want to ask my look on UC because
You see,
I'm actually
you
looking
see
at
is
sell.
Euro card.
Yeah, no, UHF,
Okay,
CHF.
Eurochef.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, let me check that. Eurochef. Okay, you want to sell?
yeah, I want to sell because I can see a strong resistance, but I don't know if it's actually old, so I want to sell.
Okay, if you want to sell, the sell will
Yeah.
be very valid.
Okay.
We started by doing fundamentals, so we're trying to make sure that all our technicals is being backed up by fundamentals.
Okay.
Okay, so for me, technically, it actually looks like a good sell. At least just retesting another block here. Although I might want to, I would prefer a retest of this zone.
Okay, the higher block.
Let me see. Yes, or this trend line, which is
Okay.
still the last block there. Can you see? So,
Yes.
it has already tested it last Friday though. It has.
The trend line.
Yes, it has retested it already.
Yeah.
It
So
didn't test it properly though.
I'm selling from there.
So my stop loss will have to be above this block, which is 1.0067.
Okay. All
So
right.
it's high. My
Okay.
stop loss is high, about 84 pips, 83 pips. Okay, let's just say 80 pips. It means my take profit should be around 160 pips, which is far. It's not compulsory I will hit take profit though.
Yeah.
But that's just for calculation for money risk to reward ratio. So it's a good one, but the retail sales afterwards come out negative for the euro. Are you getting the picture now?
Yes.
That analysis, you enjoy your sell. You can now place the sell and relax when this news coming out by 11. So it's patient. It's a game. Just requires patience. The news comes out by 11 p.m., 11 a.m. Nigerian time. Which is just in 2 hours, 30 minutes time.
Okay.
If you wait for 2 hours, 30 minutes time, you're not going to die. So don't jump into the trade yet. So if it comes out negative as forecasted, even way below the forecast, because the previous was 0.8, all right, your Eurochef sell becomes an excellent opportunity and you enjoy your trade, all right?
Yeah.
You just enjoy your trade. Enjoy your trade.
All right. Thank you. It's clear.
You're welcome. All right. Okay, any other question? All right, so in the absence of any other questions, let's wait. It's a waiting game, actually. It's a waiting game. So let's wait for other outcomes for most of the fundamental outlooks for today. And if anything comes up, trust me, I will also post the trades I will be taking for the day. So see you guys later.